I will say today is, in the area that I'm in right now in the community, we have lost a great leader. I believe that was in our community. He was a very good friend of my father too. Thomas L. Walker, Reverend Walker. And me, as growing up as a child, I remember going to that church plenty of times. I used to run all the way through that church. My dad and Reverend Walker be having their meetings in the office. But I remember as a child, I used to be at that church. Matter of fact, I think the first time actually being in a drum, I would go in the pulpit area, sanctuary area. I would be able to go up in the choir area and play the drums. At that time, while my dad and Reverend Walker would be around there, what was that? I think there was another lady, Deborah used to be that back in the day when Deborah was there at the church. The secretary lady. Boy, man. But he passed. Reverend Walker passed yesterday. My dad, I don't know, man, he quiet. He was real quiet yesterday. So, like I said, they were very good friends. And like I said, Reverend Walker was pretty much like as a child growing up. When I would come down to see my dad, I always saw Reverend Walker. Always went by the church. So a lot of people in the community are probably going to be feeling the effects of his passing, or and my condolences out to his wife too. I will say that, man. I hope she do the right thing now. After he's gone with radio station. You have certain bike clubs in the community that latch on. Rough Riders been in the area for a long time. But their biggest chapter really in North Carolina was the Fayetteville chapter. But I think they're somewhat in the area too here too. A lot of people probably don't know. I know people in the bike community. And I remember Rough Riders really originally first started in Yonkers. When I used to go to New York back in the days, when they first started, when Rough Riders first took off, when DMX first somewhat made the scene. Every time I went to we would go to New York to see my Grand Lassie that lived up there in New York at that time. Every time I went to New York, I just wanted to go to Yonkers. I want to go see Yonkers. Go see the Rough Riders. Sometimes you catch them while they were out there riding. That's when Whack, Wink, 1100. He would come like, yeah, that big joker, that boy, he pick 1100, he pick that bike up from what? Pick the bike up and just stand, yeah, for real. But yeah, everybody, the Rough Riders, one of the biggest motorcycle clubs here, probably on the East Coast, but they have a chapter here in Rocky Mount, I believe. But their biggest chapter in North Carolina, I believe, is the one in Fayetteville. But I think his wife, I don't know, I think she rides with him every now and then. And to me, I remember many years when they first got married. I told my mother, I said, you know what? That right there would probably be one of the biggest moves for a bike club for a bike club. They have many charters, many chapters in different areas, but they don't have a church. Pretty much, they really don't have a church that they can call their own. So if they really get in there, they're already active in the community. But I believe if they actually do what they're supposed to, and they get close to that church like they're supposed to, and get behind some of the other leaders in the church, I believe that would make a statement for that whole bike club overall. For them to have their own church and shit, I think they're close. They already deal somewhat close with some of the people in the community that are active at that church. And I think Reverend Walker and his wife, I think they participate in that Christmas parade. I don't know if they rode with that motorcycle club. I know they will go out and ride every now and then, but I believe that people get in